What most countrymen do not know is that the man who led the country for a record of 24 years kicked off his long haul to the helm from a humble two-bedroomed house with his wife Lina and children on the ground floor of Delamere Flats, which were then owned by the defunct Municipal Council of Nakuru. George Chemirmir, whose father Edward Chemirmir was a close friend of the president, recalls a favorite spot in the living room where a seat was reserved for Moi.
Jua sana na tulishi miaka mingi kama familia, walienda shule pamoja na babangu. They were very close friends kabisa. Walitembea mingi sana kwenda shule ya Kapsat.
It was the senior Chemirmir who taught Moi how to drive. He later acquired a Land Rover in the late 1950s.
Ukile mimi najua sana, alimfunza kuendesha gari kutoka Ravin mpaka Naivasha. Kufika Naivasha akamwambia sasa tosha weenda sasa.
It was here that the former head of state was named Cabinet Minister for Home Affairs in 1963 by President Jomo Kenyatta. Having enrolled his children at the nearby St. Joseph Primary School, where they mingled with those of ordinary Kenyans, he decided against shifting residence to Nairobi with his family. In an obvious acknowledgement to Moi's stay in the early 1960s, the iron-roofed building has fittingly been named Old Moi Flats, and a new estate built recently in the area has been named New Moi Flats.
Hii nyumba hapa ndio mzee mstaafu Daniel Arap Moi alikuwa anaishi akiwa vice president. Na mimi nimekuwa nikiishi hapa, babangu aliishi kwanza, alimwachia. Alafu sasa mimi nimewachiwa mimi.
Former civic leader, the defunct Municipal Council of Nakuru, William Atinga, maintains that even then, Moi was a man of class, as very few Africans could afford to live in a two-bedroomed house, and that 180 shillings was very exorbitant. The estate is strategically situated 20 meters from Central Police Station, 300 meters from the former Rift Valley Provincial Headquarters, and directly opposite the then Provincial Police Headquarters. In the 1980s, with exit of majority of Asians, it was taken over by middle-class families who included senior civil servants and businessmen. The current occupant of Moi's house is Jane Teresa Marucha, a business lady who moved in the one-story house in 1987. Before her, it was occupied by her brother-in-law, the late James Masita, who worked as a manager with Elliott's Bakeries, then a subsidiary to the giant Unga Group. When she moved, the house rent was 750 shillings. Today, she pays 4,500 shillings. When he finally took over as head of state, it wasn't just New Year party that President Moi's presence jolted Nakuru, but all weekends throughout the year. As a result, every bed space in the town would be bought and reserved a week or two in advance, and anybody asking for a room on the eve of the day would find it a daunting task to find accommodation. Nakuru was the president's political base, which led to the rise of a powerful Nakuru Kanu branch that boasted the likes of Kariuki Chotara, Geoffrey Asanyo, Wilson Leitich of the Kata Finger fame, and the current Bahati Member of Parliament Kimani Gunjiri. But long gone are the days when Nakuru politicians dominated the headlines, or when politicians used to hang around State House Nakuru. There is no more hurly-burly witness in the town over the weekends as convoys filled up petrol stations en route to former President Moi's Kabarak home. Born on September 2nd, 1924 in Kuriengo in Rift Valley, the retired president was orphaned at a tender age after his father, a herdsman, died when he was 4.